9.5 blocks from Pike Place Market to Westlake Park. Our Brandy Cruz went back out on the streets to follow up. And Brandy, what effect did this operation actually have on the safety of all the people that enjoy downtown?
Well, obviously it could be some time before we know what the long-term impacts will be. But right now what we do know is that according to Seattle police, 180 people have been arrested as a result of that operation so far. While a few have already found their way back onto the streets and into trouble, there's no doubt that Operation Crosstown Traffic has had a positive impact on an area that has been a sore spot for years. On a recent afternoon, tourists and shoppers filled Seattle's Westlake Park, just enjoying a rare sunny day.
Our employees go outside to eat lunch. They sit right out here in Westlake Park.
5 stories above the park, Gail Love stood on a balcony admiring the view.
We are here outside as often as possible.
Gail is the director of human resources at All Recipes, an online recipe sharing website. The company moved into its current space above Westlake Park in 2010.
We're close to shopping, the best restaurants. I think we really have everything here.
But she admits that the location hasn't always been ideal.
Tucked into the alcove there.
Just a month ago, the view off that balcony was much different.
She's in the corner right now doing something.
Officers took this video during Operation Crosstown Traffic, a massive undercover sting involving Seattle police and the FBI, which led to the arrest of around 180 people so far.
All in an effort to eliminate the market for drugs in our downtown core, so that the people who live and work and visit our city are the ones who feel safe, not the drug dealers.
Fast forward to today, just over a month after the operation, and the impact it's had on downtown is clear. How noticeable were the changes down here to you?
Very noticeable. Very noticeable. At this point, you don't really see people sleeping. I don't see any of the drug activity. You look down, it's very clean. The children are playing in the playground. So it was a radical change for us.
Every single day we've had people, just citizens, residents, visitors coming up to officers that they see and thanking them profusely.
Seattle Police Captain Chris Fowler has been in charge of making sure things downtown don't go back to the way they were.
I think a success is that we can get through a summer, we can get through the next 6 to 8 months and have some sense that if an officer wasn't there during the day, it wouldn't turn into what it was before.
You can see all these little nooks in here where they would go back in there and shoot up their drugs.
We went out on patrol earlier this week with Seattle Police Sergeant Bill Edwards, who heads the West Precinct's anti-crime team.
We definitely are getting a sense that it has had an impact. And those that are still choosing to engage in that conduct are maybe a little bit more hesitant to do so.
But not everyone is laying low. Take this guy. He was arrested in Operation Crosstown Traffic, charged with selling heroin to an undercover cop. Just days after getting released from jail in that case, he was arrested again, accused of punching someone in the face in Pioneer Square. And shortly before we met up with Sergeant Edwards the other night, his officers arrested 2 people accused of selling crack cocaine in the very area targeted by Operation Crosstown Traffic.
It's been entrenched in this area for years and years and years, so it's an ongoing battle for us. It's just that at this point there's a lot less of it for us to address.
And if you've been down there lately, it's hard to deny the immediate impact that Operation Crosstown Traffic has had in areas like Westlake Park. Gail says things were so bad at one point, her company worried it would need to find a new office space. But now
I feel like things are flourishing and thriving. You know, the energy is great.
Now, after the operation went down, we started keeping tabs on each and every person arrested who was charged with a crime. Many of them remain behind bars awaiting trial, while others have been released pending their day in court. Now let's get a look at the most recent numbers that we've got. 37 of the people arrested were indicted on federal charges, with one of those cases being dropped in favor of state prosecution. 26 others have been charged with felonies, 11 with misdemeanors, 24 were referred to drug diversion court, and 11 were referred to the LEAD program, or law enforcement assisted diversion. They will be given an opportunity to address the root cause of their behavior. And we should also note that most of these criminal defendants are prohibited from returning to that 9.5 block area while their cases are pending, and 6 of those federal defendants are actually equipped with GPS devices, so we know for sure that they can't go back. If they do, we'll we'll know.
Yeah, so I remember going into the war room and looking at all the pictures of the number of felonies on the wall that some of these people had. 24 in drug court. Does that mean they're out of jail, wandering the streets?
No, so most people who are given the opportunity to enter drug court, they have to stay behind bars for some period of time, and that's part of the program. So you actually do, and I was surprised, because like I said, we've been tracking each and every one of these people. I was really surprised by how many are still behind bars at this time.
Yeah, well, good. Let's hope they clean up their lives and don't go back out there again.
Absolutely.
That's the whole idea anyway.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon.